Pakistani American LET operative David Headley today deposed before a court in Mumbai via video link after being made an approver in the 2611 case. In the deposition, he said he came to India 7 times before the 2008 terror attacks and that his main contact in LET was Sajid Mir, also an accused in the case. This is the first time that Headley deposed before the court.
This is the face behind Mumbai attacks and a terrorist from Lashkar-e-Taiba, David Coleman Headley, aka Dawood Sayed Gilani. When Headley deposed before a special court in Mumbai from a Chicago jail in the US via video conferencing, he not only made startling revelations but also exposed the ISI, the intelligence agency of Pakistan. Headley deposed before the court for the first time after turning approver in the case. Headley described in detail how the plan for the audacious 2611 attack was hatched in Pakistan. He also revealed that before 2611, 2 more failed attempts were made against India. According to Headley, before the terror attack on 26 November 2008, similar attacks were attempted in September and October. In September, the boat sank in the sea. The terrorists on board survived, but the ammunition was lost. The second attempt also failed. The third attempt was made on 2611. This time, the terrorists were successful in creating mayhem in Mumbai. Headley has confessed that 2611 attack was carried out under the guidance of Jamaat-ud-Dawa chief Hafiz Saeed. Headley was inspired by Hafiz Saeed's speech in Muzaffarabad in 2002 and joined the terror organization Lashkar-e-Taiba. This is where he received training in using an AK-47, planning explosions and doing recce's.
उन्होंने सिर्फ इतना ही कहा है कि मैं हाफिज सईद के कहने पे मैं एलईटी का काम किया हूँ और उन्होंने ये भी बताया कि इस घटना के पहले 26/11 के पहले 2 और कोशिश हुए थे जो असफल रहे और यही 10 लोग जो 26/11 को आए थे वो 2 बार पहले भी आ चुके थे लेकिन उस समय उनका जो प्रयत्न था वो असफल रहा.
Headley further confessed that he came to India 8 times and gathered information related to the attack, 7 times before the attack and 1 more time after 2611. During his visits, he drew maps, made video footage and closely observed the main targets of the attack, Taj Hotel, Oberoi Hotel and Nariman House. Headley's recce provided valuable inputs to the 10 terrorists and their mastermind. Headley confessed before the court that Sajid Mir was his main contact in Lashkar and it was Mir who got him an Indian passport. Sajid Mir is a Lashkar-e-Taiba commander and played an important role in 2008 Mumbai attack. Mir is responsible for recruiting foreigners in the organization. He also organizes terror camps for the organization. Headley told the court about the role played by ISI in the attack. He said that both Major Iqbal and Major Ali were associated with ISI. It was Major Iqbal who trained him. Headley wanted to fight against the Indian forces in Kashmir, but Lashkar-e-Taiba's Zakir Rahman Lakwi stopped him and said that he has a more exciting assignment for him. The public prosecutor has expressed satisfaction over Headley's confessions.
26/11 के आतंकी हमले के पीछे साजिद का क्या मकसद था, किन लोग शामिल थे और कोलेमन हेडली डेविड ने क्या-क्या किस तरह से मदद की इन गुनहगारों को, इसके बारे में जानकारी ताकि जो हमारे यहाँ केस चल रही है उसे मजबूती हो.
Headley's statements are also crucial in the ongoing trial of Lashkar terrorist Abu Jindal. Jindal is facing trial on charges of criminal conspiracy, waging war against the nation, possession of explosives, murder, fraud, and many other serious charges. He is also accused of instructing terrorists from outside the country. He was arrested in Saudi Arabia and deported to India in 2012. He is in Arthur Road jail at present. Headley's deposition is important as for the first time a foreign terrorist has appeared in an Indian court from a foreign land via video conferencing. Headley's confessions will be helpful in unraveling a number of mysteries related to 2611 attack, besides making Pakistan accountable for several charges that it has denied so far. With inputs from Yogesh Sheetal in Mumbai, News Night Desk, DT News.
And Headley's confessions evoked strong reactions from all quarters. Let's take a look at who said what.
With David Coleman Headley admitting to his role in the 2611 attack case, observers consider his deposition significant. They are of the view that the disclosures will enable India to mount more pressure on Pakistan to act on the perpetrators of 2611.
It is already known that who is involved in the entire case and where are the backgrounds of Headley's all this working system and supports, backup and everything. So it will help us in.
इस डिपोजिशन से हम लोग एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं कि यह उजागर हो जाएगा कि आईएसआई के हैंडलर्स किस प्रकार से एक्टिवली इन्वॉल्व थे इस मामले में.
Joint Commissioner of Mumbai Police during the terror attack in 2008 believes that Headley's revelations have now got legal recognition.
5 घंटा करीबन ये प्रोसीडिंग आज चला है. इसमें वो 2002 से एलईटी में शामिल था और 2002 से लेके उसके आगे जितने भी लोगों से संपर्क आया, जिस भी तरीके से वो कॉन्स्पिरेसी इवॉल्व हो रही है, उसके बारे में वो खुलासे कर रहा है.
It corroborates many of the inferences and many of the observations that were made in relation to the Mumbai attack, particularly as far as Headley's involvement was concerned, as also the linkage with the LET, the Lashkar-e-Taiba, and by extension with the JUD and the handlers in Pakistan.
Political parties in India are unanimous on the need for Pakistan to act against terrorists like Hafiz Saeed.
11 के ऊपर पाकिस्तान जिन सबूतों जो भारत जो सबूत देते आए हैं उसको नकारता रहा है, उसके ऊपर वो पर्दा डालेंगे और पाकिस्तान को बेनकाब करेंगे.
हम इतना चाहेंगे पाकिस्तान सरकार तत्काल इस पर कार्रवाई करे.
It is now for Pakistan to expedite the trial in the case and bring the perpetrators of 26/11 to justice. Newsnight Desk, DD News.
The sheer audacity of the 26/11 terrorist attack was unprecedented. 10 terrorists sailed from Karachi in Pakistan to Mumbai and created a mayhem. 160 people were killed and several more injured and scarred for life. Let's take a look at what happened in those darkest hours of 26/11.
Date 26th November 2008. Place India's commercial capital, Mumbai. Time around 9:30 p.m. The biggest terror attack on India. 10 terrorists sailed from Karachi in Pakistan to Mumbai at around 8 in the evening. They alighted at Fisherman Colony in Cuff Parade near Colaba before splitting and heading for the terror targets. At around 9:30 p.m., 2 terrorists entered Mumbai's Chhatrapati Shivaji terminus and started firing indiscriminately, claiming many lives. Soon, the word on a terror attack had spread across Mumbai. Leopold Cafe in South Mumbai was the next target. News soon emerged that Taj Hotel, Oberoi and Trident Hotels and Nariman House too had been attacked. For 3 days, security personnel were locked in combat with the attackers. When explosions and gunshots reverberated, the fate of hostages swung between hope and despair, and the world's attention was focused on the attack. 9 terrorists had been killed by the morning of 29th November, and Ajmal Kasab was the lone surviving terrorist who was captured in the counter-terrorism operation. By the time the situation came fully under control, over 160 people had lost their lives. The investigation in India concluded that the mastermind of the attack and handlers of the attackers were in Pakistan, and LET founder Hafiz Saeed and his associate Zakir Rahman Lakhvi played key roles in the attack. Kasab too had made several disclosures. The investigation also unraveled the role played by David Coleman Headley, who was arrested later in the US. He played a key role in the attack as he had visited India several times and made video footage of the targets, Taj and Oberoi hotels as well as Nariman House as part of his reconnaissance operations. Born to a Pakistani father and American mother, he had changed his name from Dawood Gilani to David Headley. He spent some years in Pakistan and the remaining part of his life in America. He came into contact with Pakistan's ISI after his arrest in Pakistan on the charge of trading in narcotics. In 2006, he changed his name from Dawood Gilani to David Headley in Philadelphia to facilitate activities on behalf of Lashkar and portray himself in India as an American who was not a Muslim. On 1st October 2009, FBI arrested Headley from O'Hare International Airport in Chicago when he was on his way to Pakistan. On 1st December 2011, NIA named Headley in the 26/11 charge sheet, accusing him, his Pakistani-Canadian accomplice Tahir Rana, Lashkar founder Hafiz Saeed and 7 others of conspiracy. The charge carried the death penalty. On 1st January 2013, Headley was sentenced to 35 years by a US court for crimes related to his role in 26/11 and for a proposed attack on a newspaper office in Denmark. In October-December 2015, Headley turned approver after he was pardoned and made an approver by Special Judge G.A. Sanap. On 8 February 2016, Headley deposed in a Mumbai court via video link. Earlier, Headley had told the NIA during his interrogation that 3 senior Pakistani military officers had played a key role in the attack. He had revealed then his role in the planning and execution of the attack. Headley's deposition before a Mumbai court on Monday is significant because it strengthens the case against Hafiz Saeed and another terror operative involved in 26/11, Abu Jundal. Newsnight Desk, DD News.
And I spoke to the public prosecutor in the case, Mr. Ujwal Nikam, some time back. My first question to him was, how satisfied are you with today's deposition, and what is the legal significance of the information and evidence gathered today?
I'm totally satisfied with the deposition of Headley's, because Mr. Headley has given certain sensitive revelation, and in that revelation Headley had given certain things which were known to anybody, because Headley had said that before the terror attack of 26th November, the said terror attackers who attacked Mumbai on the night of 26th November they have tried these 10 attackers earlier also, that is in September 2008 and October 2008, but they could not succeed. Their attempts were failed, and ultimately they succeeded in attacking Mumbai on 26th November 2008.
How's today's deposition a step up from NIA questioning of Headley in the US? In that questioning too, he had pointed nexus between the ISI and Lashkar-e-Taiba.
My today's interrogation is totally based on the different footing. Interrogation by investigating agency and interrogation of a witness in the court on the oath is a totally different. So today's evidence of Headley, I have taken the evidence of Mr. Headley, and that is on oath. It has a more sanctity than any other interrogation of an accused before the police officer. So I think whatever today he is deposing, that has a very important legal value, and it is admissible in the eyes of law.
And what is unique about this kind of internet-based deposition? Transparency of the process likely to strengthen international pressure on Pakistan to act against terrorists from their soil?
It is for the government of India to take a call on this issue, but I think yet we have not completed the evidence of Mr. Headley. I may probe further for about 2 days more, and during my probe I am very optimistic that Mr. Headley will give more revelations as to what had happened in Pakistan and how LAT has a connection with the ISI of the Pakistan and so many other things. Of course, I have a certain documentary evidence, and on that documentary evidence I am going to put many questions to Mr. Headley.
And what will be the next step, next legal proceedings in the Mumbai 26/11 case?
Mr. Headley is one of the key conspirators behind the terror attack of 26th November, and our trial is also pending against one of the Indian person, namely Abu Jundal, and Abu Jundal was also involved in the criminal conspiracy, but he was in the Pakistan during the attack. Mr. Headley gives the total magnitude and enormity of the criminal conspiracy, and this will be strengthened over the present case because Headley's evidence will be a corroborative evidence as to what we are going to marshal evidence against Mr. Abu Jundal.
Thank you, Mr. Nikam, for joining us in Newsnight.